Did everyone hear the beep of it recording?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Well, hi everyone. Thank you very much for coming to the Node Working Group. We'll start off with a preamble and we'll get on to it. The preamble, the Node Working Group sessions are a time when members come together and collaborate with ecosystem partners in the Mina Foundation. Topics discussed generally include latest releases, node operations, and other technical matters related to the protocol, although this is at the discretion of everyone here, the Node Working Group. So feel free today. We don't have any items on the agenda, so you can ask questions, talk, or use the time however you like. Well, my name is John Robinson, and I'm the Community Operations Manager for the Mina Foundation. I'm here to support and facilitate these sessions, so just please let me know if you want anything. If you have any questions, just please put up your hand with the button down the bottom of the screen there. And if there's anything else you need, let me know. These sessions can also be followed up in Discord in the channels later, so if we don't get to it then, today we'll discuss it further there. All meetings going forward will be recorded and posted on YouTube in an effort to increase our transparency and accessibility into the work we're all doing here. And if anyone doesn't want to be recorded, it's too late. We've already started. Sorry. Thanks a lot for coming today. I mean, there's not anything on the agenda, but we can just go through what we want. Aneesha, Nathan, is there anything you would like to talk about or add to the agenda, or any updates or anything like that? If not, we can open up the session and just have a discussion and that.
I don't have anything specific for my side. I'm here mostly to listen and see what's at the top of mind.
Okay. All right. That's great. How about you, Nathan?
Yeah, pretty much same for me. It's unfortunate that Andrew can't be here because I know Andrew was going to present some metrics related to the latest release that are pretty exciting, but unfortunately I can't recreate those metrics as easily, so I don't know if I have the same metrics to show.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he said he had quite a bit to talk about actually. So, one thing that we can do, if anyone has any feedback on releases, the latest release, that would be pretty useful. And Andrew did say that he would answer any questions we have here when he's feeling a bit better in the channels and that. I know for me, I set up the latest release and I've been running it on my computer at home for a change, and it's really been quite good. How are you guys finding it?
Yeah, I'm just running it in OneNote and seems to be fine. The previous version got stuck and gave as well very bad metrics in terms of uptime through sidecar, but this latest version seems to be fine, at least in my case.
Yeah, it's been really smooth for me as well. How about you, Lamps? Are you running the latest?
I haven't been running that on mainnet, but I noticed that the congestion on the network at this epoch start is not as bad as the last couple, so I think that might be a good sign. I don't know whether many people are running that on mainnet yet, but yeah.
There should be a few people. I'm running it on mainnet too. Nathan and Aneesha, you'll be able to comment or anything about that? Should this latest release address some of these issues in any way?
I think the latest release will definitely address some of the issues. It's hard for me to confirm whether or not we're seeing the effects of it yet, though, because it needs to be rolled out to more nodes. So it mostly depends on how many node operators have upgraded to the new release. But once there's a full rollout, we expect a significant improvement in the overall network behavior.
Yeah, Is there any way to tell how many people are running it?
We're actually, Andrew will be able to talk about this more than myself, but we're actually rolling out a new tool. I think is included in this release that's going to help us be able to tell. I think we need to talk to the community about having people turn this on to basically give us like a sample size of different nodes in the network. But Andrew will be talking more about that with the community soon. And then with that, once we roll out that program, we'll actually have a much better understanding of how many people are running what versions on the network.
Yeah, I imagine that'd be very useful. For anyone who's watching this recording later on, please feel free to ask in the Discord channels, Mina Block Producers or the DevNet channel if you have any questions about this. Aki, are you able to talk today? I know sometimes you're not able to use voice at this time. But if you have any feedback like that, it'd be really appreciated too. Maybe not, hey. All right. So we have a bit of time today. We can finish a bit early, but I mean, this is a great opportunity. Lamps, Eki, Ivan, if you'd like to speak with Aneesha, I mean, it's really great that she's put in the time to come in today. And
Yeah, one question from my side. It's related to the logs that I was sharing there. Do you know if they got their purpose covered there, John, or not?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that. Could you repeat it, please?
Yeah, logs that I've been sharing there on Discord.
I see.
If there's anything else they have to provide, just let me know.
Okay. You're referring to the logs for the uptime tracker, the UAT.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's something for Regina we can speak about later. And for those that don't know, we've asked for the delegation program. We're starting some of the UAT and some of the testing. Every epoch we do testing before the upcoming new cycle. It's basically going on throughout the cycle, and it's just comparing people's logs to what the uptime tracker is receiving. That's also something we choose people for if they have any questions about why they're not seeing their uptime stats, what they think they are. We do check this, and we monitor the delegation program channel, and we look for people who are having questions about this, and generally we try and contact them depending on how many people there are, and we try and get a selection of people. And this is something, if you would like to have your logs checked, there's only a certain amount of people we can do each cycle in that, but if you do have questions, we can look into it. We might not be able to look into everyone's logs if we have 400 people asking for that, just because of the time. Thanks a lot for Ivan. Thanks for that. We may be contacting some people further on for the UAT for the delegation program, the new uptime tracker as well. So
no problem there.
Did someone raise their hand?
No,
I think Aki.
Oh,
yeah, Aki said he joined the meeting with his cell phone. From his side, the latest version is working smoothly. And do we have any news about the new sidecar system?
there will be news coming out. I mean, there's a lot of work going on with that, and basically there'll be quite a bit of information coming out, but I'm not sure exactly when, but that is being worked on. So you'll have to wait for that. I can't really say anything at the moment, but please keep your eyes posted on the channel, because yeah, that's a work in progress to get that prepared. For some of the things, I know that everyone's kind of it takes quite a bit of time to get some of this information out to everyone. There's quite a big process involved in that, and we're really working on trying to smooth that out and speed it up. And so, yeah, it's a work in progress, but yeah, wait for that, please.
One thing. Oh, Lance races.
Oh, go ahead, Lance.
Go ahead, please, Prithvi.
No, I mean, I've spoken to you, but to Aki and Ivan, if you have some time this week, I'd love to chat with you as well. I've met with many of the members of the working group this last week and over the weekend as well. Had some good conversations, and my main objective is just to collect feedback from you guys and to see, if there's any commonalities between, different experiences, try to collect all of them together. So I'd be really happy to talk to you, Ivan and Aki, and I'll message you on Discord. So that was the only thing that I wanted to mention.
Our pleasure.
Go ahead, Lamps.
Okay. It's a question to John in related with the question that Ivan asked. Did you say that we could upload the file of us sending the sidecar recordings or logs for you to check? Because I think I have one day that I dropped like 7 or 8 points, but my node was running fine. So I was wondering what happened there, and I think Aki probably had
Yeah.
the same experience as well.
I remember Aki's posting that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that is
something-
possible. Yeah. So the way that is, after this, please send me a DM and I'll work on arranging that. So how this works is, Regina is actually in charge of this, and so when we find someone that has a question like that, we can get in touch, and what will happen is your logs will be compared to the logs that the uptime tracker is receiving. And we've done that for, I'm sorry, I don't know exact numbers, but it would probably be around 10 or 12, possibly. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact numbers for it. But so far what we found is the uptime tracker system has been quite correct with this. We've never really found a case so far where there's actually been an unexplained problem.
Okay.
So what we can do, yeah, please. Oh, Regina, hi, welcome. We were just talking about you and about the uptime tracker and the logs. So
Yes.
if you're looking for any more people to check the logs for, the best way to do that, I would say, is probably post in the channel, or you can send me a DM and we'll see how many DMs come in. But so Lem, send me a DM, and Aki too if you like. So what we'll need to, actually, Regina, could you explain a bit about how we're checking the uptime tracking system, what logs you're comparing so people know?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I think checking logs is not that difficult. All I'm doing is comparing, like, I check to see what time you submitted a certain block, and then I checked what time on our end that we received it. I think the most time-consuming process is like requesting, like figuring out what dates to request. Like let's say, I mean, firstly, I don't know how far back you keep all your logs, but yeah, figuring out what date we want to look at, that takes a little bit of time and digging. Usually you might pick a date, like either you could suggest a date that you want to look at, or we can look at the last like 30 days and see which date did your score drop the lowest, and we can dig into that a little bit. But that's, I think, just like coordinating, getting logs from you, getting logs from OnTab, who is the person who pulls all the logs for us. That takes a bit of time, and that's what the process looks like. Yeah.
Thanks, Regina. Yeah, and the process does take a little bit of time, and it does involve a bit of back and forth with different time zones and things like that. And so we generally, how many logs do you say we've been testing or checking? Like in a couple of weeks?
We've been checking around 3. We try to do 3, and usually that is enough. Or like, that's all we can handle or do in the span of the time that we have for testing. Yeah, right now I think I'm talking to, I think I'll reach out to you, Lamps, actually. Let's see.
So if anyone out there does want to send in their logs, please, first of all, just give me a DM in that. And we can't promise that we'll be able to check everyone's logs. So that's more than a full-time job, but we'll certainly check as many as we can.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't actually remember which day that I had a very sudden drop and my node was seemed to be running fine. But yeah, okay. Thank you for the information.
Yeah, we're able to show you the data that we're receiving too, so you can check this also yourself, and we can see what's happened with it. One thing, yeah, we have to remember the time zones for this too. So yeah, thanks, Regina. So actually, while we're here then, and because this is also being recorded for the first time, Prithvi and Nathan and Aneesha, would you be able to give a quick introduction? Just maybe what you're doing and, well, anything you like really, but something for the people watching the recording later. Does anyone want to go first? Regina, do you want to?
Okay, sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Regina. I do developer relations at Owen Labs. I joined back in August, and I still feel like I'm constantly learning. So yeah, if I ever work with you, I might have questions for all of you.
Thanks, Regina. Hi, Prithvi.
Hi, nice to meet you, everybody. My name is Prithvi. I joined, I think it's only been 2 weeks since I joined, and I'm working as a product manager. And my main, goal, being a participant in a node working group is really to listen to the community and see what we can do internally to kind of prioritize some of your concerns and things that you'd like to improve.
Great, thanks, Prithvi. Nathan, would you like to go?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Nathan. I've been with Owen Labs for a while now, and I work as a protocol engineer. And a lot of my responsibilities right now are focused around a lot of the stability work to try and provide a lot of the much needed improvements to the daemon. So I'm joining this meeting every now and again just to sort of keep an ear on the community and see what things people are most concerned about, because that helps inform our priorities internally as well.
Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah, and I can go as well. So yes, I am Aneesha Rains. I work as the head of engineering, and I'm here in the node working group basically for the same as Nathan and Prithvi, just to come and keep an ear to the ground for the community, because it really does inform a great deal on how we prioritize our work. And then also part of my work is to figure out processes to make the work that we're doing more visible to the community as well. So yeah, that's why I'm here. Definitely please feel free to reach out on Discord if you ever want to chat about anything.
Great, thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, I really appreciate taking the time to come in here. I know how busy everyone is. Does anyone have any questions or anything they'd like to discuss? For example, Nathan, Aneesha, would you like to ask any questions to the node working group? Oh, I see Lamps has his hand up. Lamps, go ahead.
Hi, sorry, it's just out of curiosity. As a stalker on the GitHub issues, I found that the QANet is more or less finished. I think there was a PR that closes all the issues. So I'm just wondering how far away we can expect the QANet to drop.
One of the things about the call, it's partly for regulatory reasons. We can't really give too much information on timelines or anything like that until there's like an official announcement. But bearing that in mind, if anyone has anything they can comment on that, please go ahead. It might be something we can't really talk about related to the timelines, but keep stalking the GitHub.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can't.
very good.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just going to say the same thing that John said. So definitely, it's actually really great to know that that we have stalkers on the GitHub.
Oh.
So that's perfect.
There is.
Say what?
And there are quite a few.
Yes, yeah, there are quite a few, Aneesha. Hey.
Nice. Well, we want to keep that. Yeah, I can't talk about the timelines for the reasons that John stated, but definitely there will be news coming about that hopefully fairly soon. So yeah, keep listening.
Yeah. For these the kind of things, yeah, the official announcements are best, and like you, as you do, like stalk the GitHub. And for everyone out there seeing the recording and wondering about the Node working group, there are a bunch of stalkers on GitHub. There's quite a bit of activity there, so yeah, feel free to stalk everyone yourself as well. Does anyone have anything else I'd like to talk about today? Otherwise, we can maybe close off the call and just have a chat for the last couple of minutes. All right, well, great. Thanks a lot, guys. So if anyone does have any questions for Andrew about the latest release, like was said in the call here, there is a lot of stuff in that release. And I've seen quite a good feedback about this release. So if you have any feedback you would like to give, please post it in the mainnet block producers or DevNet channel. And yeah, you can ask wherever you like. Prithvi.
Yeah, so Aki and Ivan, I'm going to message you on Discord. Let's meet sometime this week.
Okay, sure.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining today. And I'll turn off the recording and we'll finish up, but you're welcome to stay around. I'll stay around till about past. So, all right. Thanks a lot for coming. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks all.